Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Doom Let's Play. And to be honest, Reverie can go to hell. Honestly. Reverie, fuck you, whoever made this. It's a confusing pile of shit. And I don't recommend it. At least not if you're trying to make a video at the same time, because it's confusing the fuck out of you. The reason I'm stopping Reverie is I've tried to record a video about it and I was running around like an idiot for 45 minutes rambling how shitty this map and confusing the fuck it is. That's not fun to listen to, I guess. So I've deleted the video and now I'm playing this awesome shit, which is Doom the Way It Did. I've never played it, I've just seen it on the Doom World forums, and I decided let's play the fuck out of it. Because the maps look interesting, you know? In Reverie the maps were bland and shitty and confusing. And these maps, at least they look interesting, and they look like... Basically the premise of this VOD is they've tried to... Fucking handy cell phone. In Germany, cell phones are called handies. And I guess in English this doesn't make any sense. Because it's a handy cell phone? But who cares? I got a text message. Which is called an SMS in Germany, which also doesn't make sense because SMS is the term for short message service. And how is it possible that I get a short message service? I guess. I'm rambling. So yeah, thank you guys for sending me more questions. It's always very cool to see that you guys have some questions for me. So I'm not... Whoa, I like this map. Really like it. It's cool. I like comic looking things with outlines and stuff. This is awesome. I like it. Yeah. This is cool. I instantly like this better than Reverie. I'm sorry if you love Reverie and played the hell out of it. That's fine, but it's basically not my thing. I don't like my Doom maps where you have to think about stuff. I'm sorry that I'm rambling still about this, but it's just so... Ugh. It was so awful playing this shit for 45 minutes. God. I love this. Yeah. No alignment whatsoever. That's awesome. It's really taking me back. All these elements in the maps like this. That's really cool. That's awesome. I really like this. So yeah, thank you guys for your questions, and I will start with the first question from Laserhead. Doom 2 Imp versus Doom 3 Imp. Who wins? And that question is very obvious. Of course the Doom 2 Imp would win, because he's not a fucking sissy. I mean, look at the Doom 3 Imp. He's throwing like a little girl. His fireballs are thrown like a little girl, and pfft. I mean, nothing against little girls, but they're not scary. No matter how long you play Fear 3 or whatever, little girls aren't scary. Yeah, so obviously the Doom 2 Imp would win because he's a badass. And the Doom 3 Imp, this is really cool. This is taking me back. I mean, for today's standards, this would be horrible texture work. Honestly, I have seen some of the worst texture work in Skyrim. Just go to the Temple of the Blades, whatever it's called, and look at the first entrance staircase. Those are the worst textures I've seen in a modern game ever, because the textures are just like a carpet over the stairs with no alignment whatsoever, and it looks horrible. Just look at it, it's awful. Next question. Nero Kitsune is asking, what other VODs have I made besides Unloved and Unloved 2? I have never released something, but I have made a megawatt with 32 maps when I was a kid. And by kid I mean like, I don't know, 14 or whatever. Basically what I mean is I was very inexperienced with games when I made that. Aha! Awesome! This is awesome. And I made a megawatt called Paul Doom. And the reason I can't or I haven't released it, and I will probably never release it, is that the maps, the watt is an iWatt, and if you don't know what this means, it means that it's basically a standalone game. So you could download GZ Doom and download my watt, and you could play Doom, and that's illegal because, well, of obvious reasons, I guess. So I can't release it, and the other reason I can't release it is I could just take out all those iWatt elements, but the maps would still use textures from TNT and Plutonia, which is, I don't know, I don't think, well, most people wouldn't want to have something like that, where they have to load up TNT and Plutonia to play it. Wait a second, I have to look for a red door, right? Yes. See, I'm not confused. I'm still trying to keep some attention to the map. But maybe and also the maps aren't worth it, believe me. They are very short and tiny, because back in the day I was using a shareware version of a map editor. And so I was very limited in the amount of lines I could use. So maybe I can LP that at some day. I probably could. Maybe that would be fun. I don't know if you want to see that. Play my own shit. Like when I was 14. I don't know. Maybe it's funny, maybe it's boring. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below, or wherever they are. YouTube might have changed it. There's a lot of changes in YouTube lately. I mean, really. Most of them aren't very cool, but I'm rambling. Next question. Wait, Mr. Imp. I liked how the music also stopped. Wait, isn't this supposed to have new music? I don't know. Maybe I'm downloading a new version someday with music or whatever. Next question. Niruksune, I had this. Leon Gryon with the question: what games after films or vice versa do I like? So, games after films, there's not much. But I think most of the... well, you can't really tell that those are games after movies, but the Batman games, a lot of them are really cool. But Batman, I know, he's a comic guy, he's not a movie hero. But there are a lot of movies about Batman, and honestly I've never read any comics about Batman, so I consider him some kind of movie hero. There's a red door. Red door! Aha! Movies after games. No, wait, games after movies. Oh yeah, I have to mention X-Men Wolverine Origins. Even if you hated the movie, go and play the game. It's made by Raven Software, which should ring a bell for you guys, because those are the guys. I considered them one of those guys in the industry who actually know what they're doing. They made some awesome games like Hexen or Heretic back in the day, and also some, I mean, Wolfenstein is from them, or Wolfenstein, how I would say it in German. Yeah, they made X-Men Wolverine Origins, the game, and it's freaking amazing. This movie is basically everything I was, this game is basically everything I was hoping for the movie would be. Like Wolverine running around ripping arms off and ripping legs off and just being an animal and killing everything. But then I saw that the movie is, I don't know, PG-13 or whatever, and that's instantly a sign of boredom for my taste. It's like making the greatest zombie movie ever, and then it's PG-13. You don't do that. And you don't do a fucking movie about Wolverine making it PG-13. Are you crazy? Fucking money-grabbing bastards. I hate that. You know, I hate it when fucking producers limit people just to gain more money. I hate that. What the fuck? Who's writing this shit? I'm sorry, I have to read that. Who is that? Alright. It's nothing like, oh my god, I'm dying, you have to come and help me! So I can ignore it for now. Sorry, I just had to make sure that nobody's dying. So, alright. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure that if producers would shut the fuck up and let people do whatever they're good at and be creative and create whatever they have in mind, it would be a much better world nowadays. Because I'm almost 100% sure that most things would be better if the producers would just shut the hell up and let the people do it. Because I have worked in the games industry and I know that producers have a lot to say. They basically give their money to a project, and then they try to modify the project after their own ideas, and that's almost 100% of the time shit. Because all the producer is thinking about is money. Because they invest money, so they want more money back. So they think of ways how to get more money. And that's most likely, you know, making the game for a broader audience, which means making the age rating as low as possible, and that's always a bad sign. Always. Because I think mature games, I don't think they are, I mean, there's still a lot of audience for mature rated content in games. So, who cares? Yeah, games after movies. I have to mention games like Indiana Jones, like the old clicking, the adventures, the point and click adventures. Those were awesome, and I've played. You know, that were the days. You know, when you go to your friend and you sit down for 20 hours and play Indiana Jones and try to figure out all the puzzles and everything together, and that were awesome times. And it's quite sad that those times are dead nowadays. But I mean, I'm almost entirely certain that those games are not produced anymore because producers and companies think that the audience is too stupid today to play those games. Back in the day, I'm entirely sure that that people weren't. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sure people are as smart nowadays as they were back then. But now they have a wide area where they can express their anger. I mean, the internet. Look at how many, in quotations, idiots are on the internet. And I'm almost certain that this is just... I mean, back in the day, there was no internet to complain about stuff like that. So nobody did, right? And nowadays, you can read everywhere that people are like, oh my god, this is too hard, and this is too this, and this is too that, and no, 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 no. So, if you wouldn't notice that, and you would just play it for yourself and figure it out for yourself and don't pay attention to anyone else, I think, I don't know, I'm just talking out of my ass, I don't know. But I don't think that players are more stupid nowadays than they were back then. Maybe one reason is that players don't have as much time that they want to spend on a game. That could be a reason. I mean, back in the day there weren't as many games out there. So developers had to make sure that games were kind of cryptic, so people would need more time to figure all this stuff out. But nowadays this is just annoying. Games that take forever in a kind of artificial way are just annoying. Like, I mean, when I look at Reverie, it's just annoying. Back in the day, I would try to figure it out for days and weeks and whatever. So, because back in the day there was nothing else to play. But, I don't know. Other games for movies? I don't know. I mean, really, we all know that these two industries, they... What's up with my hard drive? Holy shit. These two industries don't work together well. So... And movies for games? Movies based on games that are good? Don't be ridiculous. Maybe the only thing I could think of is Silent Hill movie, because I liked it, but I know most people hated it, so pff, I don't know. It's basically it's a relationship without love between those two. That's how I would say it, because it's only for the money. That's the only reason nowadays why movies were made after games and games were made after movies. It's only the money, and that's never good. If you can't, you know, if you don't have love that you can spend on, if you don't have love for a project, I'm entirely sure that it shows in the end, always. The audience will always notice that there was no love involved when this was made. It's just for the money, it's just a piece of shit, and it should be avoided. Because it's... yeah, it's just horrible. In my opinion! Next question. There's so much questions, oh my god, so long questions. It's interesting, it's cool, I like it. The Shorty J! What games did I enjoy growing up on the NES or Super Nintendo? Or the Super Nintendo NES system, as the irate gamer would have said. Zing! Whatever. NES games. Well, there are obviously the most popular ones. They're like Super Mario Bros. 3 and basically all the Zelda and Mario games. So I try to mention some games that maybe not everyone knew about. Like Faxanadu or Fazanadu or Faxanadu, how we said it back in the day. That's an awesome game. It's, even today, it's, I think, one of the best games on the NES, which most people don't know about. So if you haven't heard of it, try and check it out, it's awesome. It's the first game I recall that actually showed the progress of the player on the sprite. So if you get more... Was I here before? No. So if you get a better armor or weapon, you can see it on your sprite, and that was amazing back then, because I always thought that it's technically not possible to have that many sprites for a character, but when Faxanadu or Fazanadu or whatever came across, I was blown out of my ass. What are other games? I always enjoyed the Mega Man series. I don't know, maybe that's I think the Mega Man games were very hard back in the day, but at the same time I loved it. I loved getting my ass handed to me and, you know, trying to be better and better and practicing more and more, and in the end I was beating every game with you know, a blindfold. That was awesome. You know, this progression you do, whatever. What other games? One game I really enjoyed was Solstice. Or Solstice? I don't know how to pronounce it. Solstice. We always called it Solstice. Where you basically play a blue magic idiot who's running around in a labyrinth. That game was awesome and I've played the fuck out of that. Then there was Maniac Mansion for the NES. I know it's also for the Commodore 64, I guess, and the PC and whatever else you have. But I've played it on the NES and I loved it to death. You know, back in the day, it was awesome to figure all this shit out, but I've already talked about this, I guess. So, yeah, Manic Mansion. Also... Aha! What? Hello! Oh... I don't have a yellow key. That's making me so angry. Come here. Come here. Die! Alright, now I'm calm again. So, other games. I don't know. I think basically those are the most memorable for me. So, wait, another question? Next question. Agent Bromsnor. Any TC I would recommend for Doom? Or have I considered making a TC myself? Any TC I would recommend for Doom from top of my head? No. I've played things like Batman Doom and others, and I thought they were boring and unbalanced, and I don't know, I didn't really like them. Action Doom and whatever you have. But Action Doom, if I recall correctly, that's only one map, or like 5 maps or something. Very short, so I don't know. It was fun, yes, but nothing I would recommend to anyone. It's just meh. Is this the exit? Wait, do I really want to find the yellow key? No. Would I consider making a TC myself? Yes, I was... Wow, I'm almost through this episode and it's awesome. I love this. Really, these are awesome maps. They really throw me back, but at the same time, you know, they don't reuse the same elements. For example, there was some kind of Plutonia Revisited or Plutonia 2, or I don't know. And basically those maps were just pieces of the original thrown together in a sort of different way, which really, I don't know, annoyed me. I didn't like that. But this I really enjoy. It's, you know, it feels fresh. You know, it doesn't feel like just a rehashed version of what I have already played, but it feels fresh and new, and there are awesome, cool ideas and everything. It's interesting, it's fun. It's not overly complicated like some other VOD that I won't mention. No, it's just fun. NETC, yes, I very much considered and still consider making Gun Girl 3D in a Doom engine. Now, there's one big problem, and that would be time. Making a 3D game is a lot more time consuming than making a 2D game. For one reason, you have a lot more graphics and sounds and I don't know, what have you. So the thing is, I can't do it without getting paid in the end, because I really want to make this my job, making games and selling them. And I know that making a game and putting love and whatever you have into those games requires a lot of time. So I would need to make sure that I could sell the game in the end. But obviously I have no knowledge about making my own Doom engine. So that means I would have to use the GZ Doom engine. And I don't know who made this. Who was he called? I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Doom... Mr. Doom Dude, I'm calling him. Well, he has all the rights about for the engine, so I'm not allowed to sell it. So I would have to make some kind of agreement with him or whatever, and I don't know, there's a lot of legal shit that I have to take care of before I can start this project, and I haven't thought about it too much. So yeah, but that would be one of my dream projects, like Gun Girl 3D with the Doom engine and then sell it in the end. Whoa, that would be amazing. I think it would be very awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome, because, you know, I know a lot about the Doom engine. There's a very big Wikipedia page about Doom, the GZ Doom engine features and all that. And it's amazing what's possible with the Doom engine. Most of the stuff I haven't used for Unloved because it wasn't necessary. You know, if I wanted to make Doom like an entirely different game, I could do that. It's possible. There's almost no limit of what you're capable of doing with the Doom engine, and that's awesome. And it would also have some kind of retro aspect, you know, like all my games. So it would be the perfect mix, I guess. But as I've said, I'm not allowed to sell something that I haven't made, and I obviously have no idea how to make my own Doom engine, and I'm not allowed to sell the engine of some other guy, so I don't know how this would turn out in the end. I have no idea. Maybe I would be allowed to just sell the VUD without the engine, but that would be also pretty shitty. I don't know, I have no idea how I could manage that, but it would be some kind of dream project for me. So yeah, next question. The Hiroshima 75 with a lot of questions. Best song, worst songs. Can I give you a subscription? And am I going to Let's Play Quake? Well, the shortest answer is going first. Will I give you a subscription? Probably not. I don't know what content you make. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when I check out your channel and see if you make some cool videos and stuff like that, maybe I will give you a sub, but I'm not giving you some kind of friend subscription. I think that people shouldn't clutter up their subscription box just with friends. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a prick with that, but I don't know. I'm not. If I don't see a logical reason why I should subscribe to anyone, so I'm not doing it. Just, you know. Otherwise, I would have like 1 million subscriptions from people that I don't even know. So. And I don't care about the content, and that's kind of eliminating the purpose of that. I think maybe I'm entirely wrong, but if you make some awesome videos, I will of course give you a subscription. There's no real rule about I will only subscribe to you if you're making videos about games or whatever. Next question is, will I Let's Play Quake? Probably not. I've played all the Quake games, and while there's a secret. I love that. Totally ridiculous, stupid secrets with a weapon that I already have. That's so doomish. Will I Let's Play Quake? No. Because I think they are pretty old and they have been played to death from all kinds of people, so... And also I'm not an expert on those games, because I don't play them as much. And you would probably look at me like, oh man, look how badly he's bunny jumping. So, meh. Die, Mr. Imp! Or Mrs. Imp? I think it's funny how there's some kind of debate about this black spot. If this is a vagina or an asshole or just a shadow. I think it's pretty hilarious. Back in the day, I was never thinking about that. For me, it was just a sprite, and I've never even noticed that, I guess. For me, it was just a shadow, I guess. But I think it's pretty ridiculous and pretty funny that people think about stuff like that. Best and worst songs, I don't know. I'm not into... I mean, there's a lot of songs, and sometimes I think, you know, I'm in the mood for some fancy dance, pop and rock and whatever, and sometimes in the mood for like dark ambience shit. So, oops. I can't tell. There's just too many, I'm sorry. But I can tell you my best song of all time, that my favorite song of all time, and every time I hear it, and that's pretty rare, I instantly get a, you know, feeling like yeah, this is awesome. It's Legion of Doom with the song Dangerous Business since January 1979. That's an awesome song, and you can look it up on YouTube and listen to it and think, oh my god, that's horrible, but I love it to death. It's an awesome song. Next question. Yep. Invader Snow is asking, how is it like living in Germany? Is it friendly, meh, or shitty? Oh man, that's a very big question, I guess. And I don't want to go into politics and stuff like that too much, because I have no interest in those topics. I try to keep away from politics as much as possible, because I don't consider that a big part of my life. You know, they have some rules for me, and I try to obey those rules, and that's it. I'm not thinking about it too much. So what I can say about Germany is it's pretty awesome living here. And I know people are like still having the ideas of like, I don't know, we are like the bad people and try to take over the world and stuff like that, but no, I can't say it is like that. It's quite awesome here. We have a lot of regulations, yeah, that's true, but I think other countries have that as well. There are some particular things that I hate about all those very strict regulations in Germany, and I could mention, I guess, one positive and one negative example. For example, the positive thing is the food in Germany has some very hardcore restrictions, and that's a good thing, because I am absolutely sure that when I go to a store and buy some shit, I know it's not a genetically manipulated piece of poison, basically, when I buy it. So I have confidence, you know, in whatever food I buy here in Germany. It's nothing that will kill me. And I know a lot of other countries have that as well, but there are some other countries like Denmark, for example, where they put all kinds of chemical shit in their food. I'm not entirely sure about this. Don't get mad if you live in Denmark and you think like, what? This is preposterous! Don't get mad. But when I was in Denmark and I was going through the stores, they had like green vegetables, and I mean like green, like really bright green, and really red sausages and really unnatural colors on their food. And I was thinking like, what the balls is this? This is like, I don't know, this is like comic book land or chemical land or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anyone. Just saying that in Germany, I think all the food is, you know, it's at least, it's, wait. Go down? No. What? How? ugh, screw it. And one bad regulation is about violence in movies and video games, especially video games. And one reason, if you are 18, you are mature and you're an adult in the eyes of the law, but still you are not allowed to buy violent video games in Germany. It's like censorship in my eyes, and that's horrible. For example, when I go to Steam and I'm obviously over 18, I mean I'm almost 30. Think about that. I'm an old fuck. And Steam doesn't let me play Left 4 Dead 2 with gore and blood? Are you kidding me? Fuck you. Fucking German regulations about video games. They are awful and they don't help one bit. I'm entirely sure that, you know, they're always saying like, oh no, they are showing violence. That's glorifying violence. No. I'm almost certain that there's a kid playing a violent video game, and if it, you know, for example, if you play like, I don't know, Call of Duty in Germany, I don't know, and all the guys you shoot in the head, they just lay down and sleep. I think that's glorifying, because it's not an image of reality. So if a kid plays Call of Duty in Germany and shoots people in the head and they just lay down and sleep, maybe that kid gets the wrong impression that violence isn't as harmful, and they, I don't know, if the father or whatever has a gun, they shoot their friend, and then they think, oh my god, all the brain on the walls, oh my god, when I do that in a video game that never happened, oh my god. I don't think people are that stupid, or kids. I think kids have a pretty strong feeling about the difference of a game and the reality. But that's how the government wants to that's the reason for the government, you know? So putting all those regulations on the games, it's really shit. It's horrible. It's censorship, and I don't like it. Next question. What was it? How's it like living in Germany? Yeah, cool. I can't... You know, a lot of people think like the Germans are some uptight, stiff assholes, idiots, you know, always by the rule and stuff, but no. Times have changed, man. There are a lot of cool dudes in Germany, and teachers in my school back in the day, they were really cool and open and you know, it's not like if you're a German guy, you're always wearing a tie and you're always, you know, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, blah blah blah. No, it's quite cool. People are not as tight as people think. Next question. Last question, I guess. For multiple dudes, what channels have I subscribed to? Let me think. There's Total Halibut, who's awesome. Total Biscuit. You should instantly subscribe to him if you like indie games, because he's promoting a lot of indie games on his channel, and that's awesome because he's doing it for free. And he has like about 600,000 subscribers, so it's basically free advertisement for those games, and that's awesome because it's giving money to those who deserve it and not like those who can afford it, like the industry. I hate producers in general for the games industry, honestly. I have worked at a games developer. No, I have worked at a publisher, I have to say. But we had a lot of producers in our house, obviously, because we were a publisher. And... oh shit, I'm dead. I'm dead! I'm dead! No, don't kill me! Don't kill me! No, 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 shotgun dude! No, don't kill me! Don't you kill me. Give me that. I'm awesome! I forgot the question. Oh yeah, subscriptions. Total Halibut, Total Biscuit. Subscribe to him immediately if you hear this. The Game Station also. They have some very interesting videos. Maybe I can get through this episode. No, I don't think so. It's getting big now. Maps are getting bigger. The Game Station have some cool content. Husky StarCraft, because I really like StarCraft. I don't play it anymore because it's too hardcore for my taste. Husky StarCraft. What else? Day 9. I really like his stuff. Because, yeah, he's talking mostly about StarCraft, but he has a very good way to describe things, and I really like it. He is, I don't know, if he's not getting... I mean, there should be some kind of university for games or something like that. And if he has to become a professor. You know, I'm always imagining him like the professor of StarCraft. That would be awesome. I really wish this guy all the best because he's really awesome and funny. Who else? Who have I subscribed to? I have some silly subscriptions. Oh yeah, Toby Games, for example. He's awesome. I know when I first watched his videos, I hated that guy because he's so obviously faking all his silly stuff that he's doing in the games, and he's like obviously running the wrong directions, and you know, and yeah, maybe people say like he's a money grabbing asshole because he's keeping all his videos at a 10-minute limit, and that's obviously because he's getting paid for every video that people click. So he's putting out more videos that are shorter in time. He could easily make one video about 30 minutes, but he's making 3 videos with 10 minutes in length. So yeah, he's obviously money grabbing, but I don't care. I don't care. It's not hurting me, so meh, I don't care. If he's getting money for a project maybe, and this project is imagine, you know, someone who is a money grabbing asshole, but he's grabbing this money to realize a project of his own, to make some really awesome stuff. Why would you judge him to be a money grabbing asshole if you think in the end that his project is awesome? I don't understand that. Why are people so upset if someone is a sellout or whatever? I don't understand. Is it wrong for people to make money? I don't think so. I think it's worse for industries, for giant corporations to make money of shitty things, like, you know, some games like having DLC, which was obviously just cut from the game just to sell it out later for an extra buck or whatever. That's horrible. But if some private dude tries to make money for his own, just for some project that he's trying to realize or whatever, I don't see the harm. Whoa. Other channels I have subscribed to, I don't know, there's some silly shit that I have subscribed to, like, I don't know, some random guys who just make let's plays. For example, or yeah, one guy is Ultra J-Man. I love his stuff. He's an awesome dude. Unfortunately, he doesn't make as many let's plays as he did back in the day. Nowadays he's always streaming games, but I really enjoy watching his streams. For example, there's a 6-hour stream he recently put up about Bunny Must Die. That's a indie game title, I guess. And that stream, I really like having this stream on in the background and just listening to his stuff and listening to him play while I work on my own games, for example. Yeah, so Ultra J-Man is awesome. I really enjoy his comments and generally what's he talking about. He's an interesting guy, I think. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm trying to keep my subscriptions low because I don't want to have my inbox flooded with shit all the time, because with the new YouTube layout it's easy to overlook awesome stuff. I mean, what's up with that? When some guy uploads 2 videos on his channel, I only see 1. Is it just me? Or am I the only one who's bothered by that? I mean, when some guy uploads a video about a game and then he's uploading a video about that he's making a live stream, for example, I only see that he's making a live stream and I think like, I can't, or I don't want to watch that right now. So I'm ignoring it, and some days later I click on his channel and I see that there are lots of other videos that I've never seen on my front page. What's up with that, YouTube? I'm pretty sure, I'm entirely sure that whenever there's some thing that you don't understand, like it's not logical for you, why they've changed it. I mean, before it was easy to find all the videos that people made. Wait, I need to find a key. Somewhere over there. And they changed it for the worse. And I'm entirely sure that whenever that happens, because some producers somewhere decided that it's getting the company more money if they made it in a different way. Because I was working for a developer, and you wouldn't believe how much a producer influenced games for the worse, and just to make more money, or just to, you know, get money. It's horrible. You can't believe how much I hated seeing all this. You know, there were games, I can't tell you names, but there's a very big RPG that was coming out at that time, and I'm confused. Okay, I will stop playing and I will play more in the next video, but I will just finish this thought. There was a game, an RPG, that was very awesome, and I liked it, but then the producers decided to cut a lot of content just because there was some problem with the development, and I don't know, some money shit was involved. The producers wanted to release the game on a certain date because of whatever reason, I don't know. So they just cut a lot of content which was finished. There was just some kind of bug or whatever that couldn't be resolved easily. So the producers just said, okay, don't work on that anymore. Just cut the content and head on with the shit so we can release it on time. And that was basically the downfall of that game. And I'm confused. But this map set is awesome. I can't wait to play the other... how can I open that door? I can't wait to play the other episodes. I'm pretty sure... Let me just test this. Whoops. Are the other episodes... Yeah, man. Awesome! Oh, this will be fun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, dang. But yeah. Producers, believe me, they are not good for creative people. They are an anchor, or I don't know how to say that. They drag people down. That's one reason, for example, why Chris Nolan always works with the same producers, because the producers and him, that has to go hand in hand, you know? If a producer isn't satisfied with the stuff you make, they can just cut the money and say like, hey, you make it how I want, or you get no funding whatsoever from me. So you have to be a bitch for the producer. That's horrible if the producer is a piece of shit, like many are. So yeah, I will stop here at this awesome location. And I will say thank you guys for asking me all this shit. And yeah, that was I'm kidding, you guys. Thanks guys for your questions. I really like answering them, because it's a little bit more interesting, because otherwise I would only talk about freaking pandas. And I'm pretty sure you will be sick about pandas when this year progresses, because I'm sure the hype about Mists of Pandaria will cause all kinds of money-grubbing asshole producers to tell their guys, their creative guys, hey, we want this game to make more money, and because of that you have to make this game a bug pantas, you fucker. Ugh. Horrible thinking about that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video with this awesome Doom the way it did. Yeah, love it.